right. Good afternoon, folks. It is 4 o'clock. I will call the City Plan Commission meeting to order. I'll call the roll. Mike? Kevin? Here. Joe? Here. Jerry? Yep. Braden? Yep. All right. If folks could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Any conflicts of interest needing to be noted this afternoon? Hearing none. All right. Just notice of potential fraud, I guess, just for folks in the audience that are applicants for projects. Just be wary of any phishing attempts or fake emails claiming to be the city asking for payment online, clicking links. The city does not do that. There have been some bad actors out there impersonating the city. So if you have any questions, if you get strange emails, please call the Planning and Development Office. Thank you. Next, is there a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting?
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded on approval of the minutes. Any questions on the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval state aye.
Aye.
Any objection? Chair votes aye. The minutes are approved. All right, we have a few public hearings today, so just kind of a quick run of show. So public hearings are going to be an opportunity for the public. If any neighbors have questions on any of the projects, you can come up and ask and state your comments for the commission. And then when we get into the discussion, staff will give the report, and commissioners will be able to ask questions as well. So first public hearing is regarding the conditional use permit for Eucatastrophe Distilling, I hope I got that right, to operate a craft distillery at 1619 Calumet Drive. Anyone from the public wishing to be heard on this item? Anyone from the public wishing to be heard? Last call. Any members of the public wishing to be heard? Seeing none, is there a motion to close the hearing?
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor of closing the hearing state aye.
Aye.
Any objection? Chair votes aye. That hearing is closed. Next, item 7, public hearing regarding application for conditional use permit by Jake's Liquor to operate a food truck business located at 2019 South Business Drive. Anyone from the public on this item wishing to be heard? All right, if you want to come up to the podium. And whichever one, yeah. If you just want to state your name, address, and then you can give your feedback for about 3 minutes.
Okay, my name is Jim Warner, 1608 Union Avenue. We already have a taco van near that location, and it's increased the traffic in our alley quite a bit. It's like a street now. And I think that the area is already saturated with taco trucks or whatever. I don't think we need another one. That's basically all I have to say.
All right. Thank you. Yep.
For the JD for business. My name is Jorge. I am the owner of the Punter Wheel. I need to take the permit parking permanent in the J Liquor. I have agreement for putting here. My business is the fusion Latin food. I need to make for all Sheboygan take my food, right? I only needed the permit parking in the J Liquor. In the J Liquor.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Yep.
Hi, good evening. My name is Claudia Villavicencio. I'm on 1934 South 16th Street, and I'm directly right behind the taco truck that's already currently there. I have young children. There's a lot of traffic going through there. Jake's Liquor really doesn't take good care of their property as it is. It's not well taken care of. There's just too much going on right there. It's for the safety of all the kids that are in the neighborhood. And I just want, to let you guys know that it's just a little bit concerning with all the traffic that's happening and people there so like late in the night urinating on our property. We've got it on camera, on security cameras. It's too much for us, and we don't feel safe because of people with alcohol and stuff in the area. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Hi, I'm Denise Bowman. I own 1612 Union Avenue, which is a rental property right now, but I have lived there myself for multiple years. I do take very good care of my property, and we have a really good neighborhood community there right now. All the neighbors look out for each other. There are a few neighbors that I did talk to that are not here as well tonight. Couple things that I kind of made a list of the issues. Right now, Jake's does not paint or take care of their property now. If you drive past there today, it's not shoveled. They do not shovel the alley or cut their grass or take care of the garbage in the front. It currently looks starting to look like a ghetto if you look at the Jake's and next door to Jake's. The property next door to Jake's, the neighbors had caught also somebody breaking in to that building as well as pooping in their backyard. The neighbor next door to me constantly has taco truck people sitting in her yard. There's homeless people. To me personally, I don't even live there, and I do like that their food. Went to the taco truck and had a homeless person ask me for money. They have people coming up to them selling flowers for money. They're open late. All of the businesses in that area close at 10 o'clock. I think the major thing is they're open till after bar close, which then brings drunk people into the area. There's too much traffic. There's rocks all down the alley from the other taco truck. Let's see. We have previously also tried to talk to the existing taco truck that is there currently about the traffic that is already an issue. The other taco truck does not take care of their property. They are also parking vehicles not on the concrete, in the dirt, which there are other people that in that area that have gotten notices that they had to put concrete driveways in to not park on the drive or the dirt. There's garbage all over the yard. And it just looks horrible. It looks terrible. If you drive past that corner, I can say it's probably the worst looking corner in the city.
Okay, anyone else wishing to be heard on this item? Anyone else wishing to be heard? Seeing none, is there a motion to close this hearing?
So moved.
Second. Moved and seconded. All those in favor of closing the hearing state aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Chair votes aye. That hearing is closed. Next, item 8, public hearing regarding conditional use permit by Wild Cart Food LLC to operate a food business located at 1301 Michigan Avenue. Anyone from the public wishing to be heard?
Good afternoon. I'm Robert Lyons, 2746 North 29th Street. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the City Planning Commission. I'm here to discuss the conditional use permit application for Wildcard Food LLC at 1301 Michigan Avenue. This being a neighboring property to the business I own, I was only informed Monday, December 8th, through a letter in the mail about the application and its requests. I feel this is unreasonable timeline for matters of this importance and magnitude from the Commission. I would like to see this reviewed for further requests to be at least 5 business days, if that can be done, because it's if you look at the background of this application, for me getting the mail yesterday at roughly noon to do a little research and get back here by 4 o'clock seemed a little tight. Just wanted to kind of let you know that it should be a little bit more timeline for the neighbors to kind of do their research. At a quick glance, I was thrilled to see what looked to be a food store going into the property across from my business, nearly a quarter century of being vacant, for sale, or in disrepair. To my surprise, when I read the application to find out the real conditional application is for its general operation. The owner plans on spending less than $1,000 for its repair and plans on operating it 24 hours, 7 days a week as a private club with crypto-paying owners as members while having a bar and grill on site. Beneath the facade of this Wildcard Food LLC, one would lead one to believe or concur he is trying to run a private poker gambling operation. Thus, I am opposed to its current application for the conditional use permit as it is permitted. In regards to the condition of the property, if you would kindly look at it using Google Maps, 1301 Michigan Avenue, and click on the street view, you can clearly see what the neighboring businesses and residents would like to see this property preferably revitalized and or raised. There is a similar property in better visible condition on Erie Avenue, the previous EBCO building, that was being used as a multi-use space with tenants, and that was condemned, had its tenants evicted, and is currently for sale. Thank you for your thoughts, and I appreciate being heard. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to be heard on this item? Anyone else wishing to be heard? Last call. Seeing none, is there a motion to close the hearing?
So moved.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor of closing the hearing, state aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Chair votes aye. That hearing is closed. All right. We're going to jump into our items for discussion and possible action. Item 9, application for conditional use permit by Eucatastrophe Distilling to operate a craft distillery at 1619 Calumet Drive. Jeff, you have the staff report?
Yeah, so the applicant, the area is zoned urban commercial district. The applicant is eligible under a conditional use on the property. The applicant is going to make a substantial investment in the property, and so.
All right. Is the applicant here? Any additional comments you all would like to add, or any questions for the commissioners, or? All right. Questions from commission members? Motions from commission members? Or Kevin?
One question for you, and this is a little separate from this, but have you looked at what your wastewater usage is going to be? Have you communicated any of that with the wastewater group?
Yeah, so we have a distillery consultant team that has.
Can't hear.
Can you come up to the mic?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
So we have a distillery consultant company that we've been working with, and they looked at the wastewater on that property and said that we're within the city parameters. I'm not exactly sure the details on it, but we can get that to you if that's something you need.
Yeah, as we move forward, we'll definitely need that information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thanks.
Question I have, are you going to be specializing in certain spirits?
Kind of across the board, not tequila or rum to start, but kind of all other spirits, liqueurs, definitely brown aged spirits as well as gin and vodka.
Perfect. Thanks. Jerry?
Thank you. Question with regards to the layout of the site, can you walk us through what you're looking at as far as buffer zones for between you and the neighbors, fencing that you plan on putting in, and ingress egress out of the lot?
This is one of our architect team members.
Hi, Audrey Grill, member of the architecture team. So we did meet with Elise for a pre-meeting to understand the different zoning requirements for buffering from neighbors, and our understanding is that because it's an existing site and with a lot of the existing use on the site actually not changing, for example, the existing surface parking is largely remaining surface parking, so we would not need to add additional buffering to that. That being said, it is the owner's wish to make this a really beautiful and welcoming atmosphere to guests and to the community alike. So there is the intent to add landscaping that is not there currently on the site. At the site today, currently, it's just all paved. So there will be some landscaping added. Yeah.
And can you walk us through what the hours for the facility will be?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were part of our permit, which I don't have in front of me right now, but I believe we close by 9 p.m. at the latest, weekend and weekday.
Okay.
Our goal is not to be open super late, being this big bar that has drunk people all around. We're going to be a luxury establishment that closes pretty early.
And obviously, it's a free market society, which I totally encourage, but given that you're going to be so close to another distillery, a la whatever you want to name it, do you have any concerns about competition, unnecessary competition, or you just you've got a business plan, you believe it will work for the position you're at?
You said so close to what?
The beer, Hops Haven, which is right up the road, something similar, and then there's other proposals around town. Do you have any concerns about longevity?
Yeah, the other proposal that we're familiar with is not an actual distillery that will be distilling spirits on site. It's more of a tap room of an existing distillery in Wisconsin. So we're not worried about competition with them. As far as competition with other businesses, we're completely different. We're going to be distilling our own spirits, having our own event space, venue. It's not going to be anything similar to like Three Sheeps or Hops Haven or anything like that. It's going to be, we're going to have tours on site and kind of our own business plan.
Okay. That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Yep.
Mike?
So for the projecting about 24,000 to 40,000 people showing up every day, it's a very car-centric area, that plot of land. But it's also right adjacent to a bike path. Is there any plan for accommodating bikers and walkers in the area to show up to the business?
Yeah, we would love to do that. We actually are investors in the bike program in our area in Port Washington, and we'd love to help the city invest in biking and pedestrian areas in Sheboygan too.
All right, another hardball question from the mayor. Are you guys going to be having any food?
So that's something we've been debating. We don't want to have bad food and become known for having bad food. So we've, played with either having like small plates, just like pizza oven appetizers, or just doing kind of the Three Sheeps model where we have food trucks.
Cool.
So that's something we've been kind of playing with.
Okay.
The cost to add a full service kitchen is not cheap. So
Yeah, no worries. Other questions? Motions? Kim?
I have a question. What are you envisioning with your event space, please?
yeah, so we're gonna have 2 greenhouses, kind of framing the property and hiding Quick Trip from the actual distillery because we didn't want that eyesore for when we're enjoying our spirits. So we're planning to have 1 greenhouse that is available as a venue if people want to have weddings or music events or something. But we haven't really worked out like the intimate details of all that yet.
How many people are you envisioning to accommodate?
That's a great question. I don't have that number for you right now.
Just by size of the building and whatnot, I didn't know if
Less than 150, I would say.
Thank you.
Other questions? Alderwoman Gravine?
This is literally my backyard. So this is.
Alonzo, you want to come to a mic? Or you can set up here.
I didn't see anything in the plan that was talking about having, it being an event venue. What size events are we speaking about? Other than the parking that's on site, there isn't a lot of parking in the area. We're already very congested parking wise. So would there be a limit on the number of people for these events that we have in mind?
There absolutely will be a limit. I'm not exactly sure. I'm assuming less than 150 for sure. But I don't have that number exactly on me right now.
My name's Carol Alexander. I own the architecture firm, and we're just supporting the distillery. The occupancy availability is for what? Okay, so this was a car retail space, right? And where the bar or gift shop is going to be is where the showroom was. It's very small. So the occupancy capacity is very limited. 50 people, maybe 75. You add the greenhouse in that, you're still looking at a very limited number of people that can each be in the greenhouse. So when we're talking about events, like this isn't going to be a big blowout, like till like midnight, right? This is going to be a controlled environment with small groups, maybe like small business parties or like small adult birthday parties, like that kind of stuff. So we're looking at like 50, 75, maybe 100.
I'm sure the fire department will also help you decide.
They will.
And it also depends on the code, right? What does the code allow depending on the size of the building? And the fire department will definitely be involved in that as we further along in the actual design. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Do you guys have any other questions?
Other questions? Motions?
Okay.
Motion to approve is submitted.
All right.
Second?
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Chair votes aye. That is approved. I think a distillery greenhouse is going to be a unique operation, and we're excited. So, thank you. All right, next, item 10, application for conditional use permit by Jake's Liquor to operate a food truck business located at 2019 South Business Drive. Jeff, staff report.
Yeah, so under our current ordinance, they're allowed to operate a food truck 12 days a year temporarily on the site. With their application for conditional use being zoned neighborhood commercial, a food truck is allowed under the conditional use status.
All right. Is the applicant here? Do you have additional comments you'd like to add or address any of the neighbors' concerns? No? Okay. Questions from commission members? Mike?
Yeah, I would like to hear a response or how those issues will get mitigated, specifically the parking issues, garbage, traffic, hours of operation, the things that were addressed by the neighbors.
For all my garbage, my food is for take out, or all food is everything. My garbage in the food truck, I have two cans for garbage inside my food truck. I put all days in my pickup. I take in my home in the garbage. My for hour is the 5 p.m. to 12 p.m. a.m. To Wednesday, Tuesday, and Friday. Friday is at 2 a.m. Saturday 2 a.m. The Sunday closed at 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. is closed.
Mike, yep.
Yeah, as more of a follow-up to the city staff, is there any restriction on the hours of operation for a food truck like this, or is there? I know that was a concern that was brought up.
There's nothing there that just states or restrict hours of operation.
Okay.
Jerry, then Kim.
Yeah, my concern, I don't think, what I'm hearing, the concern isn't necessarily with you, it's the operator of the site. You really can't control a lot of what's going on around you if you're just parking there. So I think the concerns that we're hearing are less about you as an operator and more about where you're going. And that becomes the overarching issue here. Unfortunately, they're not here, so we can't address that with them. So we're dealing with you going to a property that has issues currently, and that's a problem.
Okay.
Okay, Kim?
Yes, I agree. The issues that are being brought up aren't exactly your problem. So don't think that we're thinking that. May I ask, how much business do you get between midnight and 2 a.m.?
Sorry, repeat.
How much business do you see between midnight and 2 a.m. when you're open? Is it on Saturday nights?
Yeah, Friday to Saturday.
Like, do you get hundreds of people?
Yeah, no. No, I'm sorry. My English is little. Is possibly using translator? No have problem for this?
Sure.
Nice.
No es tanta. No, o sea, son como alrededor de 15, 10 personas.
He says it's about 10 to 15 people during the midnight to 2 a.m.
Okay.
Okay. My suggestion would be find a different site.
All right, Joe?
Just a question to city staff on the concerns that we've heard with this location. If there are things the city can be doing to follow up on those, since those are concerns that have been raised independent of this applicant. Just trying to break down for myself what I would be or wouldn't be supporting here.
Sure. Director Zeiner?
Yes, the planning staff can meet with the applicant to discuss different options if that's something that the Plan Commission wants to move forward with. But the hope is today is that you analyze the site brought before you.
Okay. Sir, you had another comment?
I would like to say something.
You want to?
Okay. So far, my name is Jose Villavicencio. I don't have nothing to do with the business. I have a small company too. And my concern about that trailer, that food truck is how many people that are drunk overnight run to the bathroom when they order food. They run to the alley trying to do the party. The other concern is like they threw the bottles. I had kids with the bicycles in the alley playing around, and I got my vehicles. Those things, I don't like it. I'm the one or part of my neighbors cleaning the alley, and I'm not allowed to leave my kids playing around. That's not his fault. What about the bathroom? I told the guy, the other food truck, a couple of times already, please put a portable toilet. They never listen to me. They have a bathroom. I'm like, why you don't make the bathroom public? Those things, me via father, they're concern me. It's nothing about the business, nothing about this. Like, make sure this is not a place for food or. I'm sorry, I'm kind of nervous. Like people run in my property and pee in my property. I have automatic lights. For the lights, I have a couple of times a guy with the pants down. I'm like, what's going on? You know, I mean, that's my concerns about bathroom, garbage, bottles. You know, it's not about who opened the business around the corner. It's how or who buy the food there. They don't care. You know, and this is only my concern. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And if some of the neighbors just want to hang tight after the meeting so we can just get yeah, well, let's chat. Yeah. And other than that, other discussion on this matter? Braden?
I'll just note that the zoning is neighborhood commercial district, so it's not like it's supposed to be urban commercial or suburban. It says neighborhood. It is right next to residential properties as we think about